Tuning with Odin not only changes the elemental, but also access several. This is Gungnir, a frenetic flurry of attacks that damage all enemies within range. The power of darkness. Has Odin ever been darkness? Is this like the first game that he's dark? I don't feel like he's ever been like dark element. I'm trying to remember in in 7 he's non-elemental, right? And 8 I want to say he's also non-elemental. So yeah, I think he's always been non-elemental. I can see him being dark though, especially here it fits, but I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure he's always been non-elemental. Odin's icon feat, Arm of Darkness, can be used to temporarily transform Clive's weapon into Odin's legendary blade. Landing attack slowly charges the blade, readying it for Zantazuken, which is executed by holding square. Zantazuken potency is determined by the blade's charge at the time of execution. Sounds like something I might be down.
When Barnabas fell, his magic died with him. The road to stone here is barred to us no longer.
Holy cow, that attack, though. In 9, he's summoned by dark matter. That's interesting. You're right. But yeah, no, I think he was always non-elemental. 5,000. Okay. Individual attacks with Odin's blade are far less potent than those with Clive's regular weapon. Okay, so you're literally just charging it. The regular attacks blow. So it's going to really depend on how long it takes to charge. Attacks with Odin's blade do not fill the limit break gauge. However, striking an enemy or landing an ability with Odin's blade fills the Zantazuken gauge. Hold square to ready. Pressing square immediately following a precision dodge while the Arm of Darkness is active will result in a powerful attack called Flash of Steel. Pressing square after a successful parry while the Arm of Darkness is active will execute a powerful counter called a Steel Counter. Using both Flash of Steel and Steel Counter is one of the most efficient means of quickly filling the Zantazuken gauge. Mastering it just makes... You can go all the way up to level 5, which probably is not going to happen. My only issue with this is it feels like potentially this is going to pigeonhole you into only physically attacking for a while. But what we don't know is if we can use abilities while this is out, because if you can, it's probably going to be way worth it. Summon Legendary Spear, Gungnir, and execute an extended flourish of deadly slices and strokes. Each hit landed filled... Okay, so we definitely can use abilities. Heaven's Cloud. Surge forward to strike an enemy, can be executed multiple times in succession. Ooh, I like this a lot. Because it's actually a gap closer that's tied to an ability. I've been wanting a gap closing ability the entire game. You have a tons of dashes and grabs and stuff, but none of the abilities actually like dash forward. The punch does, but you have to charge it. I want something that's like quick to get me in, you know? So that's cool. Rift Slip. Used to recover immediately from any ability or action. What? Oh my god, this could like totally change the game. Depending on how good it is. Yeah, this could totally change the game. Using while executing another ability will temporarily slow time and reduce Rift Slip cooldown by 50%. Dancing Steel. Summon a second blade and unleash a flurry of attacks. So this is wild. Like, Odin is kind of his own thing. Like, if you're going to use him, you kind of have to go all in. Because all of his abilities increase the Zantetsuken meter. I really want to try... Yeah, it all revolves around Zantetsuken, so you can't just pick one of these and put it with something else. They all do poop damage. It all builds into Arm of Darkness. So you either go full Odin or don't use them. With the exception of Rift Slip, which could easily fit into any other thing, but all his other... Like, I don't want to take Rift Slip and then one other ability. I want to either go all in or just take Rift Slip. So, can I leave? Oh yeah, this is going to be big side quest time. I can already tell. So, what I'm really curious about, I think I already know how I'm going to use it. I think I already know the plan. But, let's do some testing. I think I already know the plan, though. Because I think... My guess is that this is not going to be good for stagger. So, like, if I stagger him, I'm not going to have enough time to charge his Zantetsuken. You know what I mean? So... Man, I really like this ability, but... Do I want to equip it versus this, which probably charges a lot more? Okay, so... If I use other abilities to stagger him, and it sucks not having the Garuda grab. So... Ooh, that pauses time. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay. So that happened. Okay, so I was actually able to get 5. But it took the entire stagger bar to do it. What is the cooldown? Okay, hold on. Can you not burst with this thing? No, you can't. So this is definitely good in stagger. Oops, go for. Oh, holy moly. That only did 30k though. Yeah, but it took the whole stagger bar because it takes so long. So for stagger, you know, it's not great. But here's what I'm thinking. First of all, I just want to get a baseline. So let's use... Say we go like this. And this. Maybe a little bit of this. And this. And then finish it with that. That was 63k. Okay. Just want to get a baseline of what damage I'm doing right now. So here's what I'm thinking. We get to half stagger, and we pull it out, and then we do this. Because this should be free hits, because it stops time, right? And then maybe we, like, perfect dodge something, and give him a little bit of this. This takes so long, though. So we probably have to do a little perfect dodging, but then get him to the point where he staggers, right? Should I use... Oh, if I swap, it goes away. Okay. But it does stay charged. So now... I gotta learn that timing. Was that the same damage as before? Well, I know that, but the Zantetsuken damage, I mean. I think the 4 has a different animation. Because the 4 actually did more hits, I think. That's why I was confused. Like watch this animation. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And then I think the 5 actually has less hits. This move is not the way to charge Zantetsuken, by the way. Way easier to do like dodges, I would think. Yeah, this is just one big boom. That's why I was like, yeah, where'd all the hits go? But yeah, it's just more damage overall. Okay, so yeah, I got like 94k.
Titan!
And So the goal is probably going to be use my abilities to get them to half. Swap to this and use this. And then just stick to this until we get staggered. Well, stick to this until I get 5, so I could, like, do a quick dodge. Till I get this built. Then I can swap over. Do a little bit of this. Stagger him. I think I could have done more, but he died. That's without limit, by the way. This combo is probably going to be too long for limit. I'm going to have to limit probably before punch. Can I get a stronger enemy? So I want to try... Heaven's Cloud instead. But honestly, I don't even think I need... I don't think I need 2 Odin abilities. Because these aren't really that great for... charging Zantenzuka. One cool thing is it can charge it without you having the sword out. Yeah, these really aren't that great for charging it. Wow, it does like no damage. The problem with that move is, I bet you the cooldown is insane.
Titan!
I screwed up. The timing on the circle is weird. Also, did my limit actually last that long? I'm not sure if it did or not. You can turn off the cooldowns. But for my combos, I'm only using abilities that... Like, I'm not using any abilities more than once. limit wore off.
Enough.
107,000! My limit wore off before Zantenzuken, though. Whoa! Okay, that ability's not bad. Now that I understand how it works. I screwed up. I don't know if that counted as limit damage or not, because my limit wore off during the animation. But I screwed up my combo and I did more damage, so... But part of that might have been because my second shock was more... How does this move work? This move is weird. Oh wait, my limit wasn't full, was it? I just realized. Okay, good. That's what we want. No break. There we go. Oh, I forgot to charge it. This move is so goofy. Do the thing! Oh, I screwed up. So I think I might actually be able to limit before the punch. So I had a lot more time there.
You're finished.
I love that it shows your button inputs, by the way. It's a really nice touch. They did that in Theatrhythm too. I thought it was really cool. $117K. I don't know. I don't know if I have an enemy that can survive a bigger move. Aha! That's what we want. So I'm gonna try limiting before the punch this time. See if I can actually extend it all the way through. I like doing the limit before the punch because it cancels the animation of the punch. I think I just barely hit that. The last hit didn't count though. So yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I like doing the limit right after the punch because when you do the punch, there's this long afterwards part where you can't do anything and you can cancel that with limit. Just like you can cancel it with the slip move, I'm guessing. So I think the combo I think the combo is charge attack, mesmerize, charge attack, rising flames, punch, limit, bolt, charge attack, Zantenzuken. But just for fun, what if I did this? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Less damage? That's shocking. So that really shows you how little damage Odin does. That shows you how little damage Odin does with anything other than Zantenzuken. Like the damage is straight up moot. Because even the biggest ultimate Odin move did way less damage than the quick Shiva move. Like that's the only thing I took out was this move. And I did like way less damage. But that would never really happen anyways, because I'm gonna definitely use this to charge up Zantenzuken, so it's never gonna be off cooldown.
Shiva!
Okay, so now let's see what this move is all about. Because this sounds game breaking. So how does this work? Huh. It has a pretty slow cooldown, actually. Whoa, Dancing Steel's cooldown is not as bad as I thought it would be. That will be up before the next stagger. So I can use that every stagger to get Zantetsuken back. Also, it charges like half the thing by the time the move's over. Because of how long it is. Honestly, that's crazy. So if I spam everything else and then use this, you're telling me that all my abilities come back during this? That's incredible. That is so good. Oh my god, this is nuts. So I can spam all my abilities to get them to half stagger, and then during half stagger I can do this to charge Zantetsuken, and all my abilities will practically be back.
Odin!
Still not sure what to do with this move.
Star blizzards!
The idea is to take out the ending lag of attacks, but a lot of them don't have much ending lag if you chain them with another ability. This one is like the worst one, but I usually cancel it with the punch. The question is the slowdown time mechanic. Because that might also slow down the stagger bar.
Titan! Shiva!
At that point, I'm pretty much out of abilities anyways.
Soil and stone!
Huh. So one really crazy thing is I got Rift Slip back just by doing Dancing Steel. His stagger bar is like just as bad. The actual moment of getting Odin was kind of goofy, but the rest of Odin was great. I really liked the fight a lot. Well, I got 120. Because of the slowdown time effect of Slip, I was able to sneak in another Mesmerize at the end. And I was also able to sneak in another Charge Swing. So I did Charge Swing, Mesmerize, Charge Swing, Rising Flames, and then I canceled it with Rift Slip, and then during Rift Slip I did another Charge Swing, then I did a charged Wind Up, then canceled that with Limit, did Judgment Bolt, did another charge attack right after Judgment Bolt, and then did Zantenzuken, and then did a final Mesmerize at the end. Oh, and I limited. Yeah, I already said that. Can I hit 125 with this setup? I mean, I could just throw in a bunch of ultimate abilities and probably get 130,000. But with a setup that actually functions, I like this.
Let darkness fall!
My stagger sucks, though. This is my only good stagger ability. It'll work the same. The only thing I got rid of was Gouge. So my stagger kind of sucks, but...
Soil and stone!
If I get him to half stagger, my Zantenzuken charging pretty much gets me the rest of the stagger. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to take Rift Slip out for a staggering move. I like Rift Slip. And I think it could be game-breaking at some point once we really delve into it. But for now, I don't think it's worth using. And I have like no stagger in my build right now. So I could just put on Diamond Dust to stagger. Or even Aerial Blast. I'll drive. I need something quick that staggers, not like Gouge, because I'm getting rid of my Gouge. Normally I would half stagger them and then use Gouge. But I can't do that anymore because I'm going to do Dancing Steel instead. It's just Master, which adds another bar. I thought I had done that already. I guess not. Maybe I should try no, I don't like Satellite. I could try Impulse. I wonder if this actually unlocked, like, recently. I didn't realize it. Suzu. Have a good night. Maybe I should do Cyclone instead of Rising Flames, or with... instead of Rift Slip. I love the idea of Rift Slip, and I love how you can cancel the back end of animations, but there's just not that many that kind of need this, you know? Like, look at how fast I can go from Mesmerized to Rising Flames. Like, it's not a long time. Like I said, the worst one is this, and usually I limit after this. So as much as I like it, I just don't think it's really... And it does slow down the stagger bar, but I can actually get all my abilities out before the stagger bar ends. And otherwise, this move doesn't really have too much viability. How much does it... Okay, you can't dodge with it, right?
Titan!
Yeah, I don't really see that being... It's so cool, I want to use it, but I just don't see the use for it. I think I would honestly be better off with something that helps me stagger, because I have like no stagger right now.
Titan!
Does a pretty good amount of stagger. Or I could try, like, Impulse or something, but Impulse is kind of slow. These attacks do, like, kind of nothing at all. This move also, you need a lot of time to pull it off, which is not what we want. So we have this. Maybe... Hold on. I really like the gap closing of this. But how much stagger damage does it do?
Nice try.
It does like less than the very quick spin move. Like, as silly as it sounds, this move is like one of the best in the game. It just does so much stagger and it takes 2 seconds to cast. And I lack good stagger moves. Most moves are damage moves. Let's try Impulse.
Nice try.
Okay, Impulse does a lot of stagger, but over time
Too slow.
it takes a bit.
Nice try.
But honestly, that could be what we need. Diamond Dust is great, but I don't need another ultimate ability. I'll just be standing around waiting for cooldowns. I already have 2. Granted, this one comes back pretty fast, but
Soil and stone!
I need something quick that I can get my stagger off with, so I can do my combo.
Nice try.
So I think I'll actually try Impulse. So the plan is use Impulse to get that first half stagger. When I get the half stagger, throw this out.
Titan! Too slow.
Then hit him with this. Hit him with another Impulse to finish the job. Oh yeah. I even get that little extra impulse damage during the stagger too.
Nice try.
Because impulse goes over time, so you get a little bit of extra damage from that too. The fact that impulse comes back too during this move is so nice. So then I get it for the second part of the fight also. Almost 130. Pressing the execute button a second time causes the spheres to explode. The execute button. I don't really need it for damage. I don't know if that does more stagger or not. It's hard to tell.
Nice try.
Holy mo... Okay. Could you imagine if I actually pulled that off during the big combo?
Come on.
Can you not? My only real concern is Zantenzuken does take a while to get when I only have the one ability. But it's not the end of the world. Oops. Thought I had the other thing selected. Screwed up. I'm trying to decide when I should limit. Maybe I should limit after this.
Fuck. Not good.
And then impulse.
Nice try. Too slow.
Why didn't my impulse go off? Oops. I'm trying to figure out how I can chain together everything and get my limit off and get impulse to blow up. Dang it.
Odin! Nice try.
Oh, I see. They keep dissipating before I limit, or like during my limit. So perhaps I should just blow them up. I mean, how much damage do they do? Quite, like 1,500.
Too slow.
It's not negligible damage. It's not crazy damage, but it's not negligible. Ah, I missed. It's a bit too much.
Nice try.
But getting this explosion off during the regular fight will be huge.
Too slow.
To get him to half. Oh my god, that stagger damage is nuts.
Nice try.
Yeah, you really have to use this during the half stagger or you're just gonna get blown up. So slow. If you swap off of it, it actually screws up the build, I think. Crazy, man. Odin really adds a lot to the table. And like I said, I think Rift Slip is going to be big in like post-game builds, but for now, it's better just to have an ability that does damage. Having an ability that doesn't do damage or stagger isn't the best at the moment. But I'm sure there's some crazy uses for it in the future.
Too slow. No, Blizzard! Nice try. Too slow. Nice try.
Hitting this at the wrong time. Okay, was there anything else I wanted to try? I don't think so. Probably keep the same equipment for now, too. My only concern is getting level 5 Zantenzuken, but I think it'll be easier than I think it will be. If it's not, I could switch out Mesmerize for another Zantenzuken building ability. Actually, I can't do that, can I? I'd have to put it here and put Impulse somewhere else. Because if you put it over here, you won't be able to have the sword out, so it won't count. How much will damage does this do if you just pull it out? None. That is specifically supposed to be for stagger damage. Alright, well. We have seen some things. We have seen some things. You know what I'd love to do? I'd love to go fight Odin again with his own ability and, like, see how much damage, see the damage difference, you know? Because as we go forward, enemies will be harder, so it'll be kind of hard to tell. But if we fight what we just fought again with this ability, it'd be cool to see the difference. So I think it's going to make quite a big difference. I think for now we'll stop here, though, because this is a good stopping point. Looks like we have some more hunts, too. This is what I thought was going to happen. I thought we would have the big side quest thing before Odin, and then Odin would happen, and there'd be one final big side quest thing, and then Ultima. But I'm starting to think that we might not be that close to the end, but this might be the final side quest. Well, there's only one side quest, though. So we're either at or close to the final side quest spot. Maybe there's like one more we gotta travel to here, and then I'll have to see. Oh my god, look at all these hunts. Gobbermouch. Igul. Agni. I think I had Agni once. Usher to the Underworld, the Blood Moon. These sound awesome, but they're only A ranks. In fact, these are all A ranks. Well, we got some hunting to do, boys. We got some hunting to do. We got a side quest to do. And looks like there's something in the Black Hammer too. So we'll do all that tomorrow. I was thinking when I left, you know, we were at the point where we would do one more big mission with Odin and then some side quests and then the finale, but I definitely could have done the Odin thing before I left because there's still a lot to go. I don't know if I actually would have made it though. That did take a while, so good that we stopped where we did, but yeah, I definitely could have done more. But yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. We'll check out the Odin mechanics in battle. Do some hunts. Destroy all the hunts with our new Odin abilities. That'll be exciting. But for now, we'll say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Let's play Final Fantasy XVI. What an incredible time it was today. I really enjoyed Odin a lot. There was a couple goofy moments, but other than that, really enjoyed it. I think that the build-up was pretty worth the payoff. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like Odin was built up to the point where I knew it was going to be like they couldn't possibly reach the epicness of the build-up. You know what I mean? With him just cutting ships in half and cutting the ocean in two, and the first battle you have where he just obliterates you, and Like, he was so built up that I was just like, how are they possibly gonna, you know, reach this expectation? And they almost did. I love that the final fight with him was the same fight that you had to auto lose earlier. That was a really nice touch. And I also like how the entire fight was one-on-one and not, or like human fight and not icon fight. I like that they flashed it for like just a second, but then you were back to fighting one-on-one. I think that was definitely... I should stop saying one-on-one, because an icon fight is still a one-on-one, but you know what I mean? A human fight. That was really, really cool. I mean, I think they did it as good as I could possibly imagine it. My only complaint, I think, is that I just don't feel like Clive was actually at the power level to defeat Odin on his own, but I think that was kind of the point. I think the point was that Clive had to prove to us that he is that strong, and also I think Odin kind of lost on purpose in a way. Like, he was definitely fighting us with all of his power, but at the same time, like, he knew he had to lose. So perhaps there was something there. But yeah, like, it didn't let me down, but yeah, how do you even make a fight that lives up to the hype of the sequence before this? It was so, that whole thing with the ocean and everything was so cool. But no, the Odin fight was really awesome. The Odin abilities seem really, really cool, and I'm glad that they're really unique. I was like, if they're just damage abilities, it's going to be lame, but Odin is super unique, so it really throws a wrench in everything and totally makes you change your build, which is awesome. And yeah, excited to give Odin a real try tomorrow. So we'll see you in those episodes. Thanks again for all the support and love throughout this series. Everyone that's commented and supported in any way. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. And we'll see you
The sea, you reckon?
in the sea. No.
I reckon we're better off
Shut up,
not
Ronan.
knowing.
We'll see you in the next episodes. Peace.